Wala Allah Almighty, He give us so lovely Shaykh. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. He grant us, this is His gift. As much as we are belonging to Him, but it's His gift for us. Alhamdulillah. And every time I see him sitting facing the Qibla, I start to say, وَأَشْرَكَتُ الْأَرْضُ بِنُورِ رَبِّهَا.
Allahu Akbar.
That means Allah Almighty light is coming for the earth because of him. Alhamdulillah. And he laugh. He laugh and he is happy to hear. Happy to hear this. Every time say, Alhamdulillah, Allah Almighty, I have to make 2 rakat shukr that I see you sitting here. Alhamdulillah, say, وَأَشْرَكَتُ الْأَرْضُ بِنُورِ رَبِّهَا. Alhamdulillah. All Allah light coming through him. He is the one now. He is the one that everything being distributed from him. No doubt. Amanna wa saddaqna. We are believer. We are believer. We are believer. Alhamdulillah. And we are seeing. This is like reminder of when Sayyidina Ibrahim been throwing for the fire. All the animals, they've been saying how we can help. And the ant having one small drop of water and coming huge fire. You can see it like 1,000 kilometers away. You can see the flame of that fire. Huge fire. One in the history. Such a fire. Throwing Sayyidina Ibrahim, the father of the prophets. And they say for the ant, what you are doing with this drop, small drop, even before you send it, it will be finished. And say, if Allah Almighty put power in this drop of water, I can make the sun to be off.
Allahu Akbar.
It's not this fire. So Alhamdulillah, we are saying we are small, but Allah Almighty, He gave this power for him. No doubt. No need to show, no need to say, I am the one. No. They try to hide more and more and more and more and more. They are all the time hiding. They are not show people. They want only to show that they are the most humble. They are proud to be the most humble. They are proud to be nothing. They are proud to be nothing. They want to be nothing. When you are nothing, then there's another start. There's another start. And Alhamdulillah, if Maulana Shaykh accepting us to be in his shirt as a dust, so we are following. We are following. Yeah. And if you are riding the plane and you are dust and very rich man, he will be sitting in first class. Yeah, even better. But if you are dust with the poor man, you'll be sitting in cargo. Alhamdulillah, we are with very rich man.
Allah.
Allahu Akbar. Sultan al-Awliya.
Allahu Akbar.
That's why we are even better than first class.
Haq.
Because we are in his shirt. Is no effort. No effort. But if you are trying to be something and trying to be, I am the one, they will realize there's very dirty dust here.
Allahu Akbar.
And they take it for dry cleaner. So try to be harmless dust. It is very sensitive area. Even as dust, it is very sensitive. Because as we see a dust somewhere, we try to clean it. You know, just clean it. This dust is not nice. But if you are very small dust, nobody will realize that you are. And the Shaykh close eyes, say it's my dust.
Allahu Akbar.
So we are going dust, dust, dust.
German Hoover.
The German Hoover will take all this dust. Very clean. Alhamdulillah. When Maulana Shaykh is accepting us, and that I am sure that he is accepting us because he is the one loving us. We all the time thinking that we love the Shaykh. He is the one, he loves us. He is the one catching us. He is the one keeping us because he loves us. And his love, it's a million, our love is one. And we think that we are loving the Shaykh. So imagine how his love for us. Alhamdulillah. This is very important because as much as you love the Shaykh, no comparing,
No comparison.
no comparison between our love and his love. So that's why we are like small kids all the time making noise. I love the Shaykh. Yeah, I love the Shaykh. I love the Shaykh. You love the Shaykh? I love the Shaykh. Oh, you think that you love the Shaykh. No. I love the Shaykh. The love of the Shaykh. And this is heavenly love. Love without asking anything. You only do, I say. I have one question once upon a time. Saying, if we take bay'ah from the Shaykh, what will give us and what will take from us? Very important question. Because mainly people, actually when they give bay'ah for Shaykh, it is you are surrendering for Shaykh and say, okay, Shaykh, here I am as a goat or as a sheep or as a cow, big one cow. Do what you like with my meat, with my skin, with my everything. The bay'ah meaning like this, because you are giving your surrendering and your matter for the Shaykh. It is very important. It is very important. He tell me what is the trade here, what we give and what we take. It's very simple. You just accept the Shaykh to be your Shaykh, and the Shaykh be looking after you. That's it. So the Shaykh doesn't need anything from me? No. Doesn't need any money? No. Doesn't need my support? No. Doesn't need any help? No. Doesn't need this? No, he doesn't. He doesn't ask. He doesn't need, alhamdulillah. He have his boss. He doesn't need. He can walk with his stick. Done. Finish. It is not the matter. He needs something. He have his who have to look after him. Perfect looking. Nobody can look after him like Allah Almighty. Say, first, you will be under his protection. This is first things when you give bay'ah, take bay'ah from Shaykh, you'll be under his protection. Plus, the people that you love, children, family, who you care, it will be under his protection. Because it is very simple to explain. It's like electric. You give light, it's make whole room lighting. Whole room it's in light. Very simple. Shaykh, he give you, you are the light bulb, and who is around you is being taking this light. Huh? Then say, all your life you have difficulty, you have good things, you have bad things, you all the time knowing the address that even to celebrate, or if you are very sad, to catch and go on with the bad situation or bad mood or bad news or whatever. So you can hold, you know where to hold. So with the big waves and things, you can go on. This is in dunya matter. By living, this is happening. We are human. We have our life. It's like this, like this, like this, like this. Cannot be one go. It cannot be one go. So that's why we know the address. Alhamdulillah, we have our Shaykh, we have our guidance. Otherwise, we will be lost. I'm looking outside the people, really with the smaller things, they cannot go on. You look at it, it's very small. It is nothing. No, it is, I cannot go on. It is, oof, how I do? It will be depressed. Subhanallah, because we have Allah Almighty grant a Shaykh for us, we know how to go on. But He is the one putting us in the safe boat, we will go out. Alhamdulillah. Say, when you are, of course, Allah Almighty, when He give us this life, He will take it. This is no doubt. So when we are about to leave, the Shaykh will be present. Sure that you will go out from this dunya by Iman. That's very important. The most important trick point, or how changing point?
Critical point.
Critical point. From changing this station to the other station. Because in that moment, the shaitan, he will be coming with all his forces. Because the fight here between the awliya and shaitan is, shaitan, when he been kicked out, he say, Ya Rabbi, I will not let your Adam children to go for paradise. I will take them for hell. So that's why the people following shaitan so much. Because he make promising. And the awliya, they say, Ya Rabbi, we will take them back. We will not leave him for shaitan. So this is the main mission for awliya. And the prophecy, it was coming through this. So the awliya, they are the prophet descendant. Khalifs. So the Shaykh will be there saying, when he say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, the Shaykh being standing in his feet by spiritual power and telling him to go safely on. There is one story, I will put the story inside this one, but remind me from where to start again because I'm not good where I stop. There was one Shaykh and one big alim in famous city, maybe it was Damascus. And that Shaykh, he was Grand Shaykh. And he was also having mass system like Maulana Shaykh. That alim, he is grand alim, he is not a joke. He is all the time not happy with that Shaykh, Grand Shaykh. He is all the time say, oh, this wrong, this right, this. And that Grand Shaykh, he was teasing him all the time. He was teasing that alim. Bijakro. So one day, he sent him one dervish. And that alim was the top mufti in that Damascus. And say, Ya Sayyidi, I have very big problem. Very big question in my head. I don't know how to deal with it. And I am very desperate and maybe I kill myself for this question. Say, no. It's haram. You cannot kill yourself. Come, I will help you. Say, okay. What is your question? He say, my question is, Ya Sayyidi, Allah Almighty and what He create, including Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all the prophets, all the awliya, all the knowledgeable malaika, everything He create. Say yes. What they are, how they are knowledge comparing to Allah Almighty knowledge. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. Wala question. There is no comparison. You cannot compare. But he say, Astaghfirullah al-azim. I must, what to do? Ya Rabbi, Astaghfirullah al-azim. He was so making Astaghfirullah al-azim that to make this example for him. Say, I know it is not right to say it, but because you wanted to kill yourself and I have forbid you to kill yourself, I will answer you this question. Say, okay. He take one piece of paper and he take the pen, put in ink, and he put little bit, very, you can see that ink or you don't see. Say, okay. Again say, Astaghfirullah al-azim. Very, very Sharia, very proper one. Say, we imagine that the paper is Allah Almighty knowledge. And this is the small ink that I put. It is all the creation knowledge, including Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is knowledge we don't know how is big. Say, yeah. Sayyid, I have another question now. What? Can you show me your knowledge inside this one? Bradeb says, you are coming to make fun with me or what? I know your Shaykh is sending you for me. You go tell him. He understand that Shaykh, he teasing him with sending him this question. And then one day come And that alim, he was in bed to release to go for the other side, and he was preparing, and suddenly they knock in his door, and that sheikh, grand sheikh, he come for this alim, and that one he say, Alhamdulillah, you come and you save me. Alhamdulillah, you come and save me. He was telling him like this. I say, Ya Sayyidi, he was telling him. That alim was telling the sheikh, Ya Sayyidi. He catch his hand and kiss his hand. Ya Sayyidi, I was here fighting with shaitan. With all my knowledge, with all my belief, and he was about to take me out from dunya without iman. So hard station. So hard station. He said, when you enter the door, shaitan and his army run away. When they see you, say, Alhamdulillah, you come. Please, please, can you give me bay'ah? And I will be your murid. That sheikh, he was all the time sending him, you have to come, you have to come, you have to come to me. No, my one, what I have, it's enough for me. Then, this is how the sheikh, they are treating their murids. Alhamdulillah, it is full package deal we have. And he will be, inshallah, saving us from when we are giving our soul. So we'll be safe. And then, when we go for the grave, Ankar wa Nakir, he will be also watching, making Ankar wa Nakir to request us, and he will be giving us in our ear the right answer for Allah. And then, when Qiyamah happening, when everyone walking, doesn't know where to go, the sheikh will come and say, this is my man, this is belonging to me, this is my child. He will take and put under the umbrella of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then he will be taking the responsibility about us, that inshallah he will be answering our faults, that we are really having a lot of faults. Jamaluddin, where's Jamal? This Jamaluddin hiding. A lot of faults, Jamaluddin. Mountains. So we're hoping that the sheikh will be, he doesn't know, he's ignorant, he doesn't know, he's child, he's this, it's a lot of excuse, inshallah. And then after that, as I tell you, we'll be dust with him. So wherever he go, he take us. Grand Sheikh, Maulana Sheikh Abdullah, he was saying, I'm refusing to take any maqam Allah Almighty, He grant me without taking my followers. I'm refusing. He was so strict with this one, Maulana Sheikh Abdullah. I was small kids and I hear this one. Alhamdulillah. This one I still remember as I give him the egg. This one I still remember. Alhamdulillah, that Allah Almighty grant us such a fantastic sheikhs. They are looking after us. And that's why it is very important also, again, I have to repeat, to make our heart in peace and in settlement and in satisfaction. It is very important, very, very, very important to not disturb your spirituality. the things is moving. We think that we are in control, but we are not in control. We cannot control nothing. Allah Almighty, He make big scale, big program that it is like a Swiss watch. It is going. Nobody can disturb. Alhamdulillah. You try to interfere. No. It's going. So that's why try to get this advantage to make your heart in peace and in satisfaction. With this one, you can be easier to be in the spiritual side of your life, because you will not make your heart to be worried in dunya things. Alhamdulillah, dunya things, like they say, you cannot control your stomach. It's not in your hand. Even it's in your body. It's not for you. Very simple. Say, okay, you can play with your hand, play with your feet, head, eyes, eat, but there's other things, it's not yours. Even it's in your body. Tell your stomach to stop. Stomach have working hours and sleeping hours. Very simple. This is in our body. We cannot control. Tell your kidney, make one stop and make one work to make it easier, for example. Make rest and you work after that. No. It's have own program. It is not in your hand. Yani. So Allah Almighty, He show us that how we are not able to do anything outside the program. Alhamdulillah. So he was saying that the one he was asking the question, oh, it's big gain here from to take bay'ah. It is making a lot. Say, of course, this is the generosity of the grand sheikhs. They are generous. Nobody can be generous as them. Nobody. You cannot see anybody generous as them. So that's why Allah Almighty, He loves the generous. He loves the humble. He loves the one respecting ni'mah. Even Fir'aun, he was, subhanallah, yani he is the enemy of Allah, but he was saying, Namrud, he was also the enemy of Allah. The one he throw Sayyidina Ibrahim for fire. But that one he was proud, tyrant. He was not respecting the ni'mah, and he was stingy. He was really stingy. And Allah Almighty, He was hating him because of this bad manners that he had. And with mosquito, he finished him. One mosquito, finish him. One mosquito. Subhanallah. Allah, this is Allah. No joke. Today, we are making serious sohbah here. No joke. Ajaib. So, Alhamdulillah, I want to finish the sohbah because everyone start to sleep, including me. And this really becomes sohbah, it's not a joke. And I think today we catch big fish.
Happy New Year.
ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الحبيب وبحرمة الفاتحة. Thank you very much for listening.
Allah razı
Thank
olsun.
you.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much
Maşallah.
for eating, for sleeping, for talking more and more.